very close to the Nigeria Democracy Day. We look at the what is happening across Africa, most importantly, and around the world, when we have an insurgency, especially when we have a change of the constitutional government to the military government. And we look at most of this country, the West Africa country, very close to Nigeria. And if the care is not taken, you know, we can have a similar experience in Nigeria. And we critically look into the problem. We identify that first, there's a breach of trust between the government and the young people. Second, the young people have totally lost interest in most democratic or institutional government. And third, most of the young people that are active, they are not enough celebrated. They are not appreciated. They don't have a support system. You know, I have a particular experience when it comes to that, and we come to the conclusion that first, we need to acknowledge the work of the young people. We need to let them know that, see, what you are doing, you are not just doing it because it's you alone, because you care about it alone. There are people that value the work that you do. There are people that appreciate you for standing with democracy. There are people that celebrate you for so much belief in democratic governance, because it takes a village for young people to somewhat believe in being an active citizen, looking at what's even going on in the country. When we have a lot of young people now venture into business, a lot of them venture into, some other activities that's actually illegal. But when we have young people, being a business entrepreneur is also good. It contributes to the economy. But we have a young people that's so much passionate about his country, giving back to society, create a sustainable change. We need to celebrate them. And for us to do that, during the Nigerian Democracy Day last year, we spotlighted 10 young people who are actually making impact in democratic governance across the globe, from peace to digital governance to human rights to even in politics and in business. So, and beyond that, we also look at building a system that's going to serve like a support system for all of them, when they can work together, when they can join the resources together to come up with a practicable solution to the issue we are facing in this country, especially when it comes to the democracy and the accountability, transparency in government. And this policy is one of that component of the future for democracy. We, beyond the online, beyond the spotlighting, we want to make it to be practical. They say walk the talk. We have been doing a lot on the online, but we want them to know, and I'm glad that we have a few of them here as the future for democracy, for democracy ambassador. Though the ambassador is not coming with the juicy part of it, but don't worry. So this policy dialogue is going to serve like a co-creation platform for all of us to exchange the ideas, to talk to each other, and to come up with something tangible, especially in the coming 2027 general elections. How can the young people be more active? How can we provide a solution that even the government, they are going to feel the impact of the young people in this country? And it's not about the size of the people that start the idea. It's about the potential of that idea and how they can push it forward. I believe we can start with this small house, and if the world see what we are coming up with, we are going to get the needed support that we deserve. And if not, we keep pushing, because that's the issue that we are passionate about. Thank you so much. That's the brief about the Future for Democracy dialogue. And I will move to my opening remark first. Partners and colleagues and fellow young change maker, good morning to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Future for Democracy dialogue. Today's gathering is more than a conversation. It is a collective response to a critical moment of our democratic journey. Across Africa and indeed the world, we are witnessing growing disrupts in institutions, declining civic participation, and in some countries, the painful resurgence of unconstitutional change of government. This reality reminds us that democracy cannot be taken for granted. It must be nurtured, defended, and reimagined. This dialogue place youth at the center of electoral accountability, not as spectators, but as innovators, co-creators, and stakeholders in democratic governance. We believe when young people are equipped with the civic knowledge, digital tools, and the safe spaces for engagement, they become powerful drivers of transparency, inclusion, and trust in government. Today, we are here to debate, not for the sake of debate, but to listen, to reflect, and to co-create practical solutions that strengthen Nigeria's democratic future. I encourage all of us to engage openly, think boldly, and collaborate across differences. Together, I believe we can shape a future of democracy that truly belongs to all of us. Thank you and welcome to this speech.
Authoritarianism, but we're saying it's a democracy. If we look at what happened last year in Rivers State, what's currently happening right now in Rivers State, the audacity, negative audacity to which our leaders communicate to us as if, they are sort of superior to us and not serving us. The idea of democracy is to pick a representative who would be accountable to us. But as it is now, it looks like our rights have been snatched under the rug. You speak, they use, even online digitally, they use Cyber Crimes Act to go after you. Journalism generally is not safe. But I would say that we cannot afford to be apathetic towards the process. And it's why I'm very happy that we're having this discussion as to how to mobilize for more youth participation towards 2027. Sorry, yeah, 2027. Wow, time moves fast. Yeah. When you don't decide, when you don't use your vote, you give other people the permission to decide for you. There is no sitting on the fence. And it's why no matter how bad we feel about the current state of democracy, no matter how we think things are not moving forward, we cannot afford to be apathetic towards the process. So let's continue to believe in democracy and do all we can actively to see, our leader was saying something earlier that not many of us are in the space of pushing for democracy, but the work we do is very important, and it's one that we should not give up on and we should continue doing. We deserve a true democracy in Nigeria, so let's continue to work for it.
And digital technology, and as part of our commitment and effort to ensure that we involve young people, not only participating but co-creating a practical solution toward the challenges we are facing, especially when it comes to the issue of transparency, accountability in the government. We come up with the Future for Democracy to first identify the young people that have been at the forefront of democracy, using their energy, their resources, and their power to ensure that this democracy is sustaining Nigeria and across the country, across the Africa. And beyond that, we are having this dialogue to put our ideas together as young people of Nigeria and Africa to come up with something tangible, a youth-led solution to the issue of electoral accountability, transparency in government, government budgets and processes, and to also advocate for the need that we need to make the country at the stage of if the young people fail to come up, we may face a very strong challenges. So we are encouraging young people to be part of the government, to actively participate in the process of the elections, and to get prepared. In the other side of political party, they started since last year galvanizing themselves, having different meetings. We can see what is going on in the country. They have been having a lot of campaigning, moving from one party to another. And the young people that want to make the decision, they are nowhere to be found. We're having this dialogue to charge the young people to take the responsibility and to begin now, not when the election is get close. This is time for the young people to come together. This is time that we come together to rescue our country, our nation, and the time is now. We can't wait any longer. We need to begin the movement, the activities, anything we want to contribute to ensure a democratic governance, smooth electioneering processes, and build the trust in our electioneering system is very important. And this is what we'll be discussing here today. I believe so much on the capacity of young people using the digital technology. I believe the change is not anywhere, it's in the hand of the young people. And we are here today, to show the world what we are capable of doing, the change that we can make through the using of the power of the young people and digital technology. And thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this. Let's begin the journey. Thank you. To the young Nigerian youth is what we have been saying, that it's important for them to participate, not only beyond the participation, they need to be part of the process, co-creating solution, take the responsibility. We need to acknowledge that the country belongs to every one of us, and if it fails, it's going to affect all of us, not set of people. So we must take in charge of the country. We must take in charge of our political system. We must take in charge of our democracy to ensure that it's sustained, is defended, and we give ourselves the necessary support to get young people to the corridor of power. We want to have a new idea in the system of government. We want to have new enough of the SA, enough of the PA. We are not only meant to be appointed. We can be elected as well. We have all what it takes. And I'm charging young people, I'm challenging us that this time, this election, we must have at least 50-50. When the other is having 50%, we must have 50% of young people in the system as well. Thank you.